Welcome back to Cooking with Grunkle. We're doing ribs. Get you your ribs, pat them dry with a paper towel. Flip these puppies over. We're going to trim them up and get rid of that silver skin. Removing the silver skin can be a little bit daunting. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But what I do is find your rib bone, stick a knife down it like that, pry that up just a hair and stick your finger in there, and it should pull up pretty easy, just like so. And then you'll just tear it down all the way. Alright, once your silver skin's removed, get you a couple cookie sheets. I'm doing 3 racks. Wrap them in tin foil. We're going to spray them down with some Pam, and then we're going to get them seasoned up. Now for 2 of these racks, we're going to use this Spade L. This stuff's really good. Most grocery stores have it, I believe. And then as a binder, Heinz 57. You can use mustard. Guy I work with says he likes to use Tapatio. You're just getting the vinegary whatever to try and get fat and whatever to break down. So here we go. We're going to season up both sides. Rub that on there. Don't be scared. You have to constantly wash your hands. Nobody wants food poisoning off pork. It's not cool. Get that on there like so. You're just doing a light coating on this side, this bottom side. You're just trying to infuse a little bit of flavor. It's not a big deal. Now we're going to flip these over and get the top. And we're going pretty liberal on top with the sauce. Rub that in, get back to the seasoning. We're going to go pretty liberal on the top. We're going to put them on our tray and let them sit for just a bit and see how they absorb that, and then we can add a little more. On my 3rd rack, I did the Heinz 57 as well, and then my homemade rub that I made in a previous video. We're gonna let these sit for about a half an hour, and then we'll check them and see how much they've absorbed. If we have to add a little, great. If not, we'll throw them in the oven. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. This is what they look like after resting with the seasonings. This one I'm not going to add anything to. I think that one's going to be great. These 2 I'll probably do a light little sprinkle just because I know how I've used this before. I know how it's going to turn out. And then we're going to get them in the oven, 250 degrees, and they're going to cook for about 8 to 9 hours. Here we go. Let the party begin, baby. All right, so I'm about 2.5 hours away from being done. They look like they're starting to dry out a little bit. It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna try something I've never done before. I'm gonna put some cold butter down on the bottom, drizzle the top with some honey, put some pats of butter on top, and then we're gonna wrap them in foil and just finish them in the oven that way. Hopefully it works. So I'm gonna do 3 pats on the bottom. This is what 2 of the racks look like now. I'm gonna move those over one at a time, put some honey on them, put some butter on them, wrap them up, put them back in the oven. So I'm just doing spoonfuls of honey, and we're just drizzling. Nothing crazy. Along that top cap there. And it'll melt down into everything else. I'm going to do this with all 3 of them, and just put a couple tablespoons, just enough to give it a little bit of sweetness at the end. So just like that, I'm going to wrap them, put them back in the oven. Okay, they're wrapped up. I'm going to go back in the oven for about another hour, hour and a half. All right, here's the finished product. Looks pretty good. Got to get right back up and get to Grandma's house before they get cold. Peace.